All right, welcome back, everyone. We are, as you can see on your screen, ready to hop on into the second map of this best of three between Team Spirit and Epsilon. And it's cash now. As I said before, cash coming your way. That doesn't mean I'm giving you free money, but it means we are going to have some more grey CS, of course. And look at this Team Spirit. I believe we're actually going to go for a counter boost right now. This could be massive. Are they actually going to commit to it? No, it seems like instead they've decided to just rotate back around. And of course now it is going to be so many players on this side of the map for both sides. 4 CTs, 5 terrorists. And actually, they are managing to get this bomb down pretty much uncontested, at least initially. Coldy runs in and quickly stops the bomb plant with a second headshot as well to follow it up. And now with the exchanges coming back and forth, it's a 2-on-1, eventually leaving Crucial all alone. And he goes down to the USP of Sotvik. And there it is, Team Spirit picking up that opening pistol round. A very hectic opening round indeed.
Yeah, stopping that bomb plant from going down bought Spirit enough time and caused enough chaos. Coldy with a very important push towards Forklift, and Epsilon now not looking the greatest. They're going to take a save and then buy up in the next round. A lot of SMGs coming out for Team Spirit. They've taken 3 alongside 2 rifles. So in the next round, they're still not going to look the best themselves. So Epsilon can really pull this back, potentially. As they move their way towards the B-bomb site early on. Dropping the bomb indicates that they're not going to be going all too fast. Brokey coming in with a deagle to try and entry towards the bomb site itself. But failing any immediate contact, they pull back. Sitting around middle, they have lots of choices right now, but it does look like middle's where they're looking at. They bait out. The idea there was to allow Brokey to take the kill with the deagle, as Idis Balance was busy spraying at other players. Not going to happen, though. And walking away with nothing. Keto can't find anything from the boost either. They will push towards the A bomb site, which has already been opened up. Everybody pulled down short to try and stop the mid rush that they thought was coming through. Now that it's A, if they can cross with the bomb, that will be a bomb plant secured and a better economy for the next round. Things are looking better, though. They might not even be worried about the next round, because with low HP on Sotvik and long-range angles in play, the Deagles are looking good. Down goes Chopperish. This is getting very awkward. A FAMAS right behind Sotvik with low HP. He doesn't want to take it for now. Going in with the MP9. 1 kill on the board. Crucial already down. Time is ticking away, though. Epsilon only have to hold on for a little bit longer. With Sotvik low and pushing towards this bomb site, Brocky's in position to find this kill. Takes down Coldy. It's 15 HP left on Sotvik. He can't even get this defuse in the smoke. He needs both players to be dead, because just 1 bullet is all that's needed. I was thinking of maybe 2-1 as Epsilon pull it back, but it looks like now they're very much favored to take 2-1 in their favor. My God, that was a very convincing round for what looked, I mean, it looked like it was in shambles for a minute.
And that's bad. They needed to actually get those rounds off the back of the pistol. As I said, Cash is a very strong map for Epsilon. It's not one that Team Spirit have great statistics on by any means. So after losing Dust 2, they want to come in really starting things off hot here on Cash, and that's not how they want to do it. A double scout setup, 3 Deagles now in play for Team Spirit. I like these types of force buys. Having a couple of scouts, having the pistols then to follow up with the extra damage that's needed, as long as you can get those scouts to actually connect some shots, is always a very useful tactic. But Epsilon, of course, they've taken a very safe approach. They've got 4 AKs in play, only the 1 UMP. And even with that, they have a lot of utility to actually back it up as well, meaning they can approach this round pretty much as safe as needs be.
Yeah, this buy is very nice, because as long as the scout finds a tag on someone, they're a 1 hit for anybody else on the team. Epsilon going to have to be cautious of that as they push in, but lots of utility to use to cut down these side angles. Surreal doesn't care that he can't see. He takes a headshot onto Coldy straight away. Keto pushing up close, farming a little bit of money with the SMG. Now they're at the truck. I don't want to see them push this. They know that they've got Deagles and Scouts in play. Maybe they don't know the Scouts, but they definitely know they've got Deagles in play. Pushing towards the car could be very risky, and Epsilon indeed decide not to. Playing it passive and far back. Team Spirit hoping to find some tags or some picks to allow them to go for it. But as it doesn't come through, 2 Scouts and a Deagle saved over isn't the worst in the world. In this situation. The problem really is that Epsilon now build up a lot more money, and Team Spirit as well. Coming into the next round, they're heavily relying on the scouts to get work done. If they can't find tags, I mean, they're probably going to be rocking in with USPs on the other 2 players, so there's very little room for error, because they have to get the kills in the next round, or Epsilon will just build up an obscene economy so early on.
This is looking like a strong start for Epsilon, most likely. Of course, there's still the chance for some damage to be put in this round by Team Spirit, so can't completely count them out. Sotvik has actually gone ahead and got a deagle as well, smoke and a flash, so they have a bit of utility in play. Just that smoke towards mid early on to deter any quick, aggressive plays coming out into that position from Epsilon. You can see Coldy wanted to try and get aggressive there. It was actually rather eye disbalanced. I saw Coldy also taking some damage. But the scout, oh, quick headshot, holding the pixel angle actually as he fades away, connects it through the corner of the red box. And that's a man advantage early on. Spellin also being tagged up over towards B by Coldy. So this could get somewhat dangerous right now for Epsilon. As we said, still a couple of deagles in play as well.
Epsilon are playing this patiently, though. They don't want to give away anything further. Going to pick up the bomb, refocus themselves towards the B bomb site, but the look of it early on. The bomb site where certainly that scout will be able to do a little bit. Well, maybe not certainly. I don't want to say that. I don't want to curse it straight away, but
Don't jinx it, Mitch.
The scout shouldn't be able to get as much damage done. But look at these rotations. Team Spirit gambling towards the B bomb site, leaving only Idis balance towards middle. The flashbang in position here for Sotvik. This could be very dangerous. Surreal gets a tag straight away. Utility comes over. Coldy in there with one. There's Idis balance. My god, this is falling apart very quickly. Flash in play. Manages a couple more kills. And into a 2 versus 3. Still favoring Epsilon with the AKs in play, but a quick frag comes in. Now double peaked. Brocky goes down. And Team Spirit come out on top in one of their mixed by rounds. What is going on in this game? Traded back and forth. We're on 2-2. And now both teams going to have a decent buy into this round.
Yeah, pretty solid buy indeed. Going to be coming out now. That's a round right there from Team Spirit that they didn't have too much opportunity in initially, but they made it work. And now they come into this gun round with a great investment. The double up setup, a couple of AKs and AUG in play. And of course, Epsilon, after fully investing, they do manage to pull out a pretty solid buy themselves, but they do have some weaknesses. Utility-wise, it's not perfect. But look at this aggression. Coldy trying to push through the smoke on B, ends up going down. That's early on, a 5-on-4 favoring Epsilon. Team Spirit now actually rotating a second player back over towards B. I don't think they're going to leave him there, though, of course, because as they can see, at least for now, Epsilon aren't really looking to continue on with a commitment. Well, look at this position from Sumda Young. I haven't seen this used in a professional game. Let's see how it works, and he gets the headshot. Surreal actually came out shooting at him, though.
Checking the angle, even though it's not too often seen. Although we're over to a 4v4, Epsilon still looking like the better team in this round. With damage done as well over onto Sumda Young and Idis Balance. They have somewhat of an advantage to work with. You can see the defense very thinly spread. Late stacking towards the B bomb site. This is where Epsilon have been hitting late round, but for now, it's looking like it's going to be an A hit. Utility going down. Coming up short as well. Won't really help them in this situation. It might even hinder them. This Chopperish comes for the push through middle. We're going to have to be watching their backs the whole time. Nade towards the bomb site, doesn't manage anything. Chopperish going to be peeking out too late here as they've already made it over to the car. Where Spellin is going to find one, maybe even a second with low HP on Sumda Young. The nade through, not going to connect the kill, but it will do some damage. Less than I thought. And did Team Spirit maybe even want to go for a save in this situation? They have 2 players that can buy in the next round. So if they carry forward 3 rifles, they've at least got a full buy.
Yeah, I'd say that's what they need to do pretty much. Coldy can buy for himself. Sumda Young can drop a weapon over to Idis Balance. Probably the op he'll give him, of course, and get himself a rifle. Although they do need to make sure they save all of these weapons. As you can see, a little bit awkward. Chopper kind of pinned in towards the spawn. Sotvik, free kill from behind. That, of course, does give away his position. Luckily enough, no one's nearby, so he is going to be allowed to actually carry that over. It should be all 3 players surviving. Unless Chopper gets taken down in the spawn, which I think he can just hide behind the van pretty much, so he shouldn't be in too much trouble. And there you go. This should be another full investment now from Team Spirit, but a good find by Epsilon. They've managed to just bring this very back and forth so far, both sides have. I believe Epsilon being the only one to actually chain 2 rounds together up to this point.
Yeah, but only just about. I mean, this has been back and forth. You can't count a team out regardless of what they've got in their hands, apparently. Or the disadvantages facing them. Team Spirit come into this with a full buy, though. Just like we said, carrying forward the 3 rifles. They have 2 able to invest. So they're able to heavily contest this round. Epsilon. Oh. Sotfik lit to 41 by his teammate. Team Spirit have got a... They've got something for team damage.
Spirit.
Yeah, they've got some liking for team damage. I'll tell you that for sure.
Maybe they just want to make it more difficult for themselves.
Yeah, it's not too much of a challenge. Let's drop a map and then start killing each other.
We'll let them get close to the finish line. We'll snatch it away and come back and then win the third map as well. Maybe that's what they're thinking. Probably not. But yeah, Balance, he's going to go ahead and actually find an opening kill in this round. Doesn't last too long though because Surreal returns it on Connector. But he himself goes down. Can it be traded again? It will indeed. So just continuous back and forth in this round, showing us what we've seen since the start of the game pretty much. Oh, and eventually actually Keto follows up. He's the only player so far to double down. A crucial frag on the A bomb site, no pun intended, as they should now go commit in that direction. When actually they go towards mid, surprisingly. I guess not being sure if they had A main control or not. It's perhaps the safer approach, and they even find another frag off the back of it, of course.
Yeah, I'll leave an eye Balance with the AWP. A save here obviously going to be optimal. It's unlikely that he wins this. But of course, you still have to look towards the next round with a bit of cynicism. Even if he saves this AWP, what's he going to be able to get done? What's the team going to be buying around it? But it doesn't matter. None of that matters whatsoever because they're not going to be saving over anything as Team Spirit gets shut down. The economy's not looking great. We're going to see very, very little investment into this round. 500 on Sotfik as he takes utility. But yeah, even at that, I wouldn't mind them just saving that money completely, like a B rush or something. And they have a B rush on their minds for sure. Sotfik drops a bit of utility towards mid, thinking that's some presence. And just completely stacked up, hoping that a player decides to try and enter the B bomb site. But Epsilon again playing this very passive.
Yeah, I mean, I like the gamble. It's always nice to see, especially when you don't have any weapons to work with. They're going to push down now, though, and of course, Spellin going to immediately call over the fact that there is about 10 sets of footsteps over on that B side of the map. Not literally, but he definitely heard a lot of movement, so they do just straight up commit onto the A-bomb site. They're being cautious because they don't know if everyone was actually pushing in on B, but they will now realize that that bomb can be planted, and with that, Epsilon should have a pretty easy time taking this 5th round. It's all about trying to keep everyone alive, ideally. They don't want to be giving up any weapons. Oh, and Crucial just lines them up on CT wall. Almost got another collateral. Will it even matter, though? He actually tags up Sunday Young, misses the shot, gets the 4K eventually. But of course, Surreal was there to take one in the meantime, so the ace wasn't allowed.
Well, the ace not allowed, but let's see if a 6th round is going to be allowed for Epsilon. As Team Spirit now get a full buy-in, Balance not able to take out armor alongside his AWP, so it's the glass cannon from him alongside M4s and an AUG. Utility looking a little bit better. Everybody at least able to take out smokes, bar Balance, who's not too worried about smoke and angles. He's going to hold him with the op instead. Nobody peeking middle, though. Epsilon angling towards the B bomb site early on. They're trying to check all the corners and checkers. Checking checkers. Seeing if anybody's going to be there that they can catch out. It's not to be just yet anyways. Could have been a free kill for them. Decent utility usage if they found it. But at least they've now cleared out an angle if they do want to enter towards the B-bomb site in the end. They've still got a lot of utility to work with. Oh, the B player's getting aggressive. Crucial goes down to 50. The spam through the smoke, and he's just going to play very far back, holding the B push for his teammates, but he can't really afford to peek at this point, being so low.
Oh, I was going to say Epsilon going to find that mid control, so they will be happy with that, but they're even allowed to find the frag towards Connector in the process, and as we can see now, preparing for a B split. A second player actually being rotated around off of the bomb site and up towards Heaven. A little bit of an interesting choice, but let's see what Coldy can find now. He's going to need to step up and help his teammate out. And sadly, Chopper, he gets taken down without finding anything from the bomb site itself. With that now looking like it should be a 6th round for Epsilon, and Team Spirit, I don't even know if they want to try this retake, because it's the 3v5 and they don't have a defuse kit, of course.
It doesn't look like it. They're just going to be saving over these weapons. Well, if they can. Contestion already coming in. They know there's a player towards the A bomb site. Brocky's coming up around behind. You've also got Crucial trying to get some work done. Oh, this is so awkward. Brocky holding the angle, taken down. Okay, Sotfik hits the shot. Could allow the AWP to be saved over. Crucial wants to get up in his business, though. If Sotfik peeks this, he's going to be in trouble. Coldly taken out with some cold one-taps from Surreal. But everybody else is going to be able to save their weapons over so long as they remain in their pretty passive positions. 6-2. There's not really a great reserve of money, though, to get a buy-in for Team Spirit. Idis Balance has an AWP and armor, some Young as well, so you want to see definitely some form of a buy on the back of it, even if it is just the pistols that we see coming through. 2 Deagles in play, the P250 as well, alongside the saved weapons. Epsilon, though, look at their money at this point. And they're building up quite a lot. They've already got the lead. Push comes into main. This is dangerous. Surreal walks away with one. Idis Balance they're trying to bait the shot out from him on the AWP. It's not going to be possible just yet as he retreats over towards the bomb site. And Idis Balance does really well to pull that back and at least get the 1-for-1 trades.
Looks like they are going to go ahead and just get the mid control now. Knowing that they're up against a weaker buy overall, of course, just want to avoid the op as well. Going to use their utility, go ahead and advance forward and make a decision off the back of that. I wouldn't be too surprised if they do split towards A eventually, but they may just want to try and avoid the op altogether. So let's see what they decide on. Slowly moving forward in A main. The mid control now being taken. Molotovs used to clear out the positions where players could be perhaps curled up with those pistols. And it is, of course, actually going to be Sotfik and Idis Balance over on this A bomb site, meaning both of the rifles, both of the weapons are in a position to try and actually hold this down.
Idis Balance getting lit up a little bit. Goldie returns a kill with a Deagle. So too does Sotfik. Before he falls, Idis Balance up close, making sure he finds Brocky. Drops the bomb as well. Chopperish causing some havoc from middle. Peeks out, spots the player. He's just going to tuck in now. Doesn't need to get too aggressive. Time's not on his side. As Keto pushes up short. He's just being harassed at this point. The smoke down might allow him to get a little bit more work done. Idis Balance dropped. This is so important. The Chopperish finds it. Coming up behind, and indeed he does. Keto goes down. The little bit of a bait was nice. Coldy just on the car, causing a distraction. 6-3. Another round for Spirit on the board, but like we said, Epsilon's economy is out of hand at this point. It's going to take a while to beat that back down, and with 6 rounds already on the board on the T side, they're setting up for a very good half if they can maintain this win rate.
Yeah, they have a decent amount of money as well, so we could see them maybe scrape together a buy in the next round, but I think they'd need a bomb plant. So ideally, of course, Epsilon here now, if they want to keep building up this lead as substantially as they have at the beginning, they are going to be looking for an instant round back in their favor. The pause, of course, currently in play, as both teams are given time to discuss what they actually want to do in this round. And I'm interested to see if Spirit are going to try and keep up that aggression that we've seen from them at the beginning of the last round, because that did actually help them out. It ended up working in their favor, of course. Maybe not initially, but they did at least get the 1-for-1 trade, so they were in a decent position off the back of it. Oh, and that's not the start they would have been hoping for. Crucial just takes the head of Idis Balance off. A quick peek on mid. And you'd swear the off had higher movement speed when you see that happen. We're on 4.
Chopperish. Okay. He doesn't find it. I thought he was going to swing out, drop the player mid, gain the mid control back, but not to be, sadly. And they don't have a whole lot of info at this point in the CD side. You can see they're rotating towards A, which is obviously the wrong bomb side at this point. Flash towards short. It's going to keep them there, as they suspect the mid control's been taken and that the split's coming through, but as they hear vents being broken, and a lot of players outside of B, rotations come in. It might be too late though. Cody's all alone here, trying to get the work done with an AK-47 up above the smoke. He's been spotted at this point. Still manages to walk away with the kill on Dispellin. Not going to drop in a headshot just yet. Still dancing around the box. Chopperish waiting and peeking out of heaven just after the Molotov went down. Still going to be dropped, and with Coldy down as well. What's that aggression in the CT spawn? It's unnecessary. Keto goes down, and now Brocky with the bomb is in a 1 versus 2. 25 seconds left. And he's not going to get to the A bomb site before them, so the AWP is going to be posted up. He doesn't have a smoke for the cross, only a flashbang. Crouch, Sopfig dodges it, and so it's an easy shot to hit. 6-4, another round for Team Spirit, and I don't really get where the push coming into CT was needed.
Yeah, no, that was a little bit wild from Keto. He's always been known as a very aggressive player. He likes trying to make those plays, but in the 2v2, I'd say definitely the smarter approach would have been to have just played alongside his teammate, worked to win the round rather than going for a little bit of an aggressive play. But yeah, not really ideal. But of course, Epsilon, they're still able to get a buy into this round. It is pretty decent overall utility-wise. Definitely could be a lot better, but they have the firepower. And they've already gone ahead and used it to their advantage because the aggression from Sumda Young gets shut down immediately in A main. Will Sotvik find the trade, though? He's ready with the Zog, and it looks like Epsilon are going to peek him pretty soon. They want to go forward.
This is just a Team Spirit round for now. Managing to lock them out of the bomb site straight away. No frag grenades left, so they can't capitalize too easily on Keto being low HP, and with Surreal taking down Sotvik. It's all on Idis Balance to hold down this bomb site. He manages to drop the bomb, though. Even with the flashbang down, he's going to be able to get away and stay alive a little bit longer, but not too much, as Keto comes in with the kill eventually. Crucial, doesn't even need the flashbang. Straight peeks car and finds the frag. And with the bomb now going down, Chopperish is left alone to clutch it out. 1 versus 2 as he comes in behind main. You can see Keto is aware of that angle. He's watching it. Already crossed the left side, though. Does Crucial expect it? He has a couple of different angles to think about, but as he goes in for the re-peek, he spots him. Falls, though. Keto's super low HP, remember. Only on 17. The first bullet here is going to win. The smoke already down. Chopper is just spamming away. Time not on the side, though. He's got to make a move soon. Keto thinking about up on top of red. He's going to peek around soon. And, well, with the shots out, he knows he's up on top of red. Drop down, no time. Has to go for the save. Chopperish.
He's gonna get taken down. Both of them will, no matter what. Yeah, he's not getting away from that bomb. That's unfortunate because Team Spirit could have really used that weapon in the next round as well. If he saved it, they maybe could have bought up and dropped over a weapon from Chopper, but most likely either way, the eco would be coming in. But just having a weapon, of course, we've seen what it's done for them in those previous rounds where they actually found the wins. But yeah, Epsilon 7-4. Able to bring that round in their favor now. Going up against an eco in this one means we likely do see them extend that lead even further.
It took way too long there to get things rolling. 7-4. Epsilon walking away with another round puts them up on a pedestal, considering they're, like we said, up against that very weak buy from Team Spirit. The thing is, though, can they make it work? Because Team Spirit have done it before. We've seen both teams coming back into rounds where they have no right winning. For now, though, it is looking pretty clean for Epsilon. Finding themselves one, no trades to go down. The Deagle's already out of commission. Takes the one taps, makes the one taps a little bit less likely. Trying to bait them in towards the bomb site with the USP, so that Idis Balance could find the kill with the P250. A little bit of a firing squad on the A bomb site, but Epsilon are aware of it. They already get the rotation in. Bomb gonna go down the B bomb site, and so Team Spirit have to make a retake happen. I'm surprised that Spallan's playing so passively, considering we've seen like uncalled for aggression from Epsilon before, and now he's got a Mac 10 up against pistols, no armor. Oh god, the nade kill comes in. Spallan getting boosted up. Here we go. 1, 2, and no 3 though. Yeah,
but 2's okay. That's still an extra.
They got
$1,200. He did get 3 in total. Yeah, so yeah. $1,800. It's a nice bonus that I think he'll be happy with, and he's gonna actually keep the Mac 10. He dropped an AK over to a teammate, gonna go back onto the Mac 10. And of course, we can see the buy for Team Spirit doesn't give them a single helmet. That Mac 10 could be very, very dangerous still. Very effective, perhaps. And of course, we know how important this round is right now for Team Spirit, already being down 1-0 in this best of 3. They can't afford to lose this round. They need to get themselves right back into cash right now. Otherwise, it's going to really slip away from them. Oh, there we go. Dink through the wall and finished off the Mac 10. Going to be initiated by Spellin. He does more damage, takes Coldy down relatively low, and Nade into the CT spawn. Not going to finish him, but does more damage. It's the spam through the smoke. He eventually falls, but it was all just a bait. It's on the A bomb site where the bomb is planted, and Spellin with just the Mach 10 has basically won this round for Epsilon. Yeah, they still think it's B. He's just won this round with a Mach 10 by running into B.
You know, probably one of the more successful fakes I've seen in recent memory.
Yeah,
usually one player goes
single player.
Well, a single player with a Mach 10 entering B, spotted at both points, wins out 2 aim duels. Well, one wasn't really an aim duel. One was just abuse. Mach 10 spray, then a nade, then a shot through the smoke straight away. Oh, Balance misses the shot. That's surely going to cost him his life. They're closing in on him. Oh, the collateral comes in at least. A little bit more damage, but Epsilon's economy allows for them to take all those losses. It's Team Spirit that are going to suffer the most from that round. Nine on the board, like Epsilon already walking away with the 1-0 lead. Things start to get very scary indeed. Yeah, and the other thing as well is, in this situation, it's not even as easy as just shutting down 1 or 2 players. Everybody's kind of putting the work in. We've got pretty similar stats across the board in terms of the damage and opening kills. So right now, this has to be Team Spirit stepping up as a team. And that seems to be what they're doing. Chopperish comes in with a quick double, supported by the pistols. 2 AKs picked up for the CT side. They've not got control of the bomb, but they don't have control of B either. And that's one of their main problems now, is a quick rotation comes in from Epsilon. They're already towards that B bomb site right now. They have the utility to lock out the CTs and make sure that bomb gets planted. And we've seen them in the post plants be very successful before.
Yeah, especially with no defuse kit. Well, that was some good damage though through the smoke. Spellin taking them to 18. Can Epsilon still hold this down though is the question again. As I said, no defuse kit. Utility-wise, it's just a single flash that Team Spirit actually have to try and go for this retake with. And they are taking their time, hoping for some opening kills to be given over to them. They still have those 2 AKs, of course, but another smoke now towards CT. They're going to have to just go through it. Keto and Spellin shutting it down in combination. And that leaves now a 2-on-1. Sotfik all alone brings it to the 1-on-1. But the Oppa Crucial is there for the trade from B main. 10-4, double digits found for Epsilon. Of course, this will now be a buy from Team Spirit, but they need to pick this round up and ideally then pick up the pistol round heading into the second half and really begin to step it up, because it's just not looking good. As I said, coming onto Cash, I expected Epsilon to be heavily favoured, and they're definitely showing us that so far.
I mean, we've seen a lot, you know, on Cash. The T side is the more successful one, but a scoreline of 10 or indeed 11 is not what we want to see clocking up for them. Team Spirit need, especially one map behind. You know, it's about building up the confidence in a map like this. If you're only barely managing to hold on to control, doesn't allow you to swing back too heavily. That said, recently we've seen a lot of teams losing their own map pick. Epsilon, let's see if they can keep a hold on what's going down for them. We got double op setup. Nothing but scopes on the CT side. 3 AUGs and 2 AWPs. And heavy presence towards A. That's not going to be changing anytime soon. With a mountain of smokes going down, Epsilon look to push this side, and that's going to really cause a hindrance for these AWPs in play. Balance and the Molotov as well. Chopperish goes through on the back of a flashbang. A quick double's found. Some die young makes sure it's the enemy team that are short-lived, and it's all onto Crucial. This should be the 10-5. Unless he can pull a nutty clutch out of the bag. And with 10-5, like you said, Dean, they still want to win the pistol to close in this gap. Well, let's hope they can close this round out.
Yeah, it's a little bit better being able to pull out a 5th round rather than going down 11 for a halftime. They're, of course, in an okay position, as I said, now with the pistol round. If they can pick that up, then there's definitely a chance for a competitive game to still come in. But right now, Epsilon, you do have to say they are looking fairly heavily favoured. It's a map that I think most people would consider to be slightly T-sided, but not really by too substantial of a margin. So 5 rounds is definitely not what Team Spirit would have been aiming for on their defense.
No, not at all. You don't mind losing it out, but if it's like an 8-7, then okay, fair enough. At the point where the other team's already on double digits, though, you think about how important that this pistol round now becomes. It's just not a spot that you want to find yourself in. Team Spirit hinging it all on their T-side pistol round. If they can't find this Epsilon, likely go up to the 12-5 lead, at which point it will be very hard for them to come back into it. Of course, we did talk about before, the new economy. It does allow teams to come back in a little bit more because it's impossible to be reset. It takes that out of the equation, which means it's much harder to just lose round after round for the whole half.
Yeah, and let's see what the plan is for Team Spirit. They do have some utility into the pockets of Sotfik, of course. A smoke and a flash is what they have to work with. On the CT side, it's Surreal who goes down to the smoke and a Kevlar, smoke and a kit rather, sacrifices the Kevlar. 1 minute and 30 seconds, just under that remaining. For now, Team Spirit, they do seem focused on the A-bomb site eventually. And as we can see, of course, Epsilon have gone for what is a pretty standard setup, leaving that kit alone over towards the truck or towards Highway. And they've stacked up B, but Surreal getting aggressive realizes that they are going to have to begin to rotate now because the A-bomb site has fallen under the control of Team Spirit. But not before, of course, he could snatch away a kill and put it in their favor with a 5-on-4. That's exactly what they wanted going into this retake.
The kills swinging back and forth as we go. The bomb planted, though. I mean, Team Spirit at this point certainly looking up in the standings. There is a kid to be picked up by the CTs, but there might not be anybody left alive to pick it up. Keto has to find both kills, and he's not going to land anything. Coldy in there with a 4-piece.
That was nasty.
Closed out by Sotfik. Indeed, it was. He's 10-6. Now Team Spirit buy themselves back into this and certainly put themselves in there with an opportunity to close in this gap on Epsilon, as it should be an ego from that CT side. And again, it's going to be 2 SMGs and a pistol pulled out for Team Spirit. Hoping to farm a little bit of money.
Yeah, that third shot, especially from Coldy, was filthy. Straight through the smoke with the Glock. And of course, he followed it up with another on the E-box. So, as we said, Team Spirit did need that pistol round. So that gives them a chance now. They're up against the Eco in this one. They're walking onto a completely open B-bomb site. They should have a pretty easy time, you'd imagine, finding this round win in their favor. So the bomb now is going to be planted indeed, and Epsilon, their goal being just to see if they can get some exit frags. Keep the economy low at Team Spirit. They know with the lead that they have, if they can manage to put them down to an Eco, then it gets them just so close to that finish line already. And they do have one flash, so they're looking to try and throw that in. 4 USPs, a P250. If they can find 2 to 3 frags, I think they'll be pretty happy with it. Our smoke's going to complicate things, though.
Yeah, indeed. The retake through the smoke is pretty much suicide. Without any utility to back it up, help them out. It's a farm simulator. Or chopperish. Gets himself quite a bit of money built up. This balance comes in with one as well. So those Mac 10s looking to be dropped over in this round. Yeah, indeed. Minus balance upgrades leaves it over to Sundai Young to take the Mac 10 through. Keeping the money stacked. Of course, he took the P250 in the previous round. And 10-7, it's been played as a bonus round, but it's not even that bad of a buy. We've seen what Mac 10s can do before. A Galil and 2 AKs in play. As long as those AKs are taking the entries, things should look a lot better for them because they can just be picked up. But when you spam through smoke, what are you going to do?
Not too much. I don't think there's really a lot that you can do unless you have the capability to matrix out of the way of bullets that you can't see.
I think that would be a little bit OP.
Yeah, I don't think they should add that as like an ultimate or anything. If you drop a 30 bomb, you get it.
If you play with an AUG just to make it more overpowered. Like builds up every kill you get.
That would be ridiculous. You're feeding the AUG the souls of your enemies. But let's see. Team Spirit, of course, they're down in the 4-on-5. This is a round that they do still very much need to pick up, ideally. They'll be able to scrape out a buy in the next round onto... Well, actually, they get a good buy on 4 players. It'd only be 1 that'd be a bit low, but... of course, that'd be 11-7 then for Epsilon and a chance for them to try and break their economy. But look at that from Chopper. He strikes from Highway, takes down 1. They get the trade successfully on the Keto as well. But do they know there's another player still alive on this bomb site? I believe they do. They're definitely being cautious of it. Crucial needs to step up massively. He gets the first and the second. That's the bomb dropped now. And suddenly Chopper's the last man left standing. Rather, they know he was on mid because he got that killer there on, but he's wrapped around to A main. And sadly, he steps into the crosshair of Crucial. 11-7. No bomb plant either, meaning the buy isn't going to be spectacular for from Team Spirit if they want to actually go for it.
Buy coming in. An AWP, 3 AKs. It's not... Okay, Epsilon caught the fever. Life goes in onto Surreal. Why not? Flashbang towards main. Brokey's being spammed from Squeaky. This balance drops 1 onto Crucial. I know you can see Team Spirit ahead in this round already. They're probably going to look for a little bit of mid control on the back of it. They have their AKs in play, but not a whole lot of utility. And actually avoid going towards middle at all. They're just going to full-on group up towards B. They know there's going to be a later rotation from the CTs. Only 2 players here in the next closest players on the A-bomb site. They might not even need backup, though. Spellen's doing it all. USP out. There's a 3rd on the board. He's the possibility for a 4th. Going to go for the reload. The assistance from his teammates is going to be mostly utility. He's eventually going to be taken down. Only 1 smoke left for the T side. They have to make it work, but Keto goes straight on through the smoke that had already been dissipating. Takes a double. Epsilon walk away with another. And so 12-7. Team Spirit were looking very good in that buy for a moment, but Spellin was able to get way too much work done from headshot.
Yeah, and with that now, Team Spirit are put down onto an eco. They're going to have to likely give up the 13th round, putting them in a very difficult position. A comeback going to be needed, of course. A reminder for anyone who may not have been here during the first map, Epsilon did manage to close that out with a 16-14, and it was in an interesting way. A couple rounds prior to that, which kind of led to the comeback happening. We actually seen a team kill, which stopped the defuse from being allowed. Of course, losing them an important round. But right now, the eco from Spirit, what can they actually find? And I was gonna say probably not too much, but just as I go to get the words out, a couple of frags do come in. Afterwards, shut down by Epsilon, of course, as you would expect, but 2 frags, not too bad. A bit of damage at least being put in by Team Spirit, but they need to start picking up gun rounds now, and they need to start doing it convincingly. And of course, they need to build them up. They need to start chaining them. They can't just get 1 or 2 and then lose one, because with the position Epsilon are in, they'll be happy enough with those trades. Why? Stop knifing!
God damn it.
Are they all like used to playing Free Facer or something? Or ESEA? Normal ESEA pugs? Maybe, I don't know. You feel like they'd know not to knife each other on the way out of spawn, though. Goldie shoots his teammate, a little bit of revenge for the knife, I suppose. Wasn't a lot of damage, but he goes down, as does Sumda Young. And with that, a 4-on-3 in play, favouring Epsilon.
Yeah, 4-on-3 in favor of the already favored team. Spellin's able to pick up an easy one on the MP9. He's going to get upgraded to an 8. No, he's not. He's going to get shut down. Southfig peeks it in and brings it into a 3 versus 2. Very spread out, though, in this situation. Team Spirit right now, as they rotate back over, that bomb is in danger. Brocky drops it. And with the control in the hands of the CTs, there is time left, but there's no players left. 14-7 as Chopperish dies. Look at the money for Team Spirit. They kind of have to take a force buy here, or they're going to be fighting for an overtime, and they'll need 8 consecutive rounds, and they've not even found 8 rounds so far. Oof, they're gonna go for the 8.
Yeah, they're gonna play for overtime. That's not gonna be easy. That's gonna be a mentally draining comeback. And they're gonna need to play almost perfectly, of course, and even if they do get it, then it takes it onto Inferno, where they have to win out yet another map. So there's a long road ahead of Team Spirit after this eco that they're currently on. There's a bit of investment, of course, but not too much. Again, it's just pistols, Kevlar into 1 player, a little bit of utility. And in theory, this should be Epsilon finding map and serious point, of course. And look at this, the hold on A already coming in. Coldy's low, he'll be finished off. The bomb dropped. And they're there to cover each other whenever it's needed. Keto and Surreal and Harmony on that A bomb site. 15-7. Team Spirit will be buying now, of course, but this is the first of 8 rounds that they need to take in a row, just to take it to overtime.
Yeah, 8 in a row. I mean, considering they found 7 so far, it's going to be a very difficult shot for them to really close that out. An AWP, 4 AK-47s in play. utility. Look, they've got everything to work with here, as you'd expect, taking the weak buy in the previous round. Let's see if they can make it work, as Crucial already comes in with the opening. He goes back up for more and walks away with a second. Flashbang in play, gets over to Car safely. And now he's a formidable foe, taking the head peek angle. The problem is nobody's there to watch middle, so he could be flanked out. Can't really help out the A players just yet. There are still two of them, and they've got A main control. This is looking very bad for Team Spirit. With a man disadvantage and Coldy on the verge of death. They need a miracle to come back into this. And Crucial, certainly not what they were hoping for, as he comes in with another towards middle. He even heard the steps up close, so he has the info that there's a second player in mid. They know there was one squeaky. They haven't quite... Oh, the hedge spotted as well. Sundai Young able to walk away with one. But I mean, how much more can they hope for in this situation? Brocky takes it. It's all onto one Dean, and it's looking like it's going to be over in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, it looks like this is the end of it. He's surprisingly the last man left standing on that side, so he didn't die as young as maybe he expected, but it seems like it was inevitable after all. I think that's kind of how life works, Mitch, isn't it? Oh, he gets one. Hang on. No, maybe he can do this. Can he prove me wrong? Can he prove life wrong, Mitch?
He might just be able to. I mean, the time isn't spectacular considering he was spotted towards B. Brocky knows that if the rotation's coming in, it has to be very soon. He's holding middle and catches the angle. Catches the kill and catches the game, as that's going to be it. Epsilon take the series. That is a 16-7 win on map number 2. A very convincing 2-0 for them all in all.
Yeah, not maybe as convincing as it could have been. Dust 2, of course, was a great fight, and I feel like really that was Team Spirit's map to lose, which they did end up losing. We have to kind of say that there was a lot of mistakes being made. There was that team kill. I wouldn't say that's a mistake. That's a bit unfortunate. One extra bullet came out of the gun, maybe a little bit sensitive on the trigger, and yeah, it ended up with a very interesting clip. But yeah, overall, you have to give congratulations to Epsilon. They played really well, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do now, of course, having it moved on to the finals.
Yeah, a very well-rounded team performance overall. It's what we said from about halfway through this map. There was nobody... I mean, sure, Keto came in, there were 21 kills, just breached the 20, but everybody else was very, very close. The damage was evenly spread throughout all these players, and it was just a really hard battle for Spirit that they weren't able to get the numbers up there, I suppose. Maybe a little bit demotivated after losing that first map in the fashion that they lost it. And so commiserations to them, but it's Epsilon moving forward.
Yeah, of course, that is all we have coming your way today. There is more games, I believe, that you can probably catch over on some other streams. You can catch them in other languages if you speak other languages, but we are going to go ahead and end it here at this one. So hope you enjoyed the cast, guys. I hope you enjoyed myself and Mitch bringing you through the action today, and I hope you will come back tomorrow, of course, to check out, I believe it'll be a couple of NA casters taking on the finals, if I remember correctly, Mitch.
I'm not sure.
You don't know? I thought you might have known. Do you have any last words anyway before we throw it off to a break?
I won't hit you with a no this time. No, I think Epsilon, all in all, I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do further on. Indeed, in the future, they put up a really nice front here. It was 2 Puggy maps. I would love to see them delve into a bit more of the strategic depth. The maps like Inferno or something coming out, see how they handle them. But yeah, all in all, it was a great series. Shame we didn't get to see a third map out of them.
Yeah, but we will, of course, get to see more from Epsilon soon, so we have to be excited for that. But yeah, guys, as I said, that is going to be the end of it. Quick shout out, of course, the Esea, etc., MDL, all the sponsors, all that sort of stuff. We are going to go ahead and end it at that, guys. As I said, return tomorrow for more Counter-Strike action.